Haven't been in Starbucks in a long time. I'm not a Starbucks person. Typically, I'll only go there for the Wi-Fi, and Starbucks Wi-Fi has continued to suck more and more, so I haven't really been going there. Probably haven't been to Starbucks in, I don't know, over a year. Anyway, I went the other day, and I saw this sign for something with Oprah Winfrey and some tea for Mother's Day. There was some special. And so then I saw a picture of Oprah. You know, it looked like some picture from, I don't know, 20 years ago or something. She didn't have all the bags under her eyes. Maybe that was the typical celebrity Hollywood Photoshop touch-up picture. Nonetheless, big picture in Starbucks. And so it was obvious to me that Starbucks was doing some type of business arrangement with Oprah. I was shocked and disgusted. So let me just remind those of you who perhaps have forgotten, about a year or two ago, I did a video on Mr. Schultz, the founder and chairman of Starbucks. And of course, Mr. Schultz is a Zionist Jew. I did a video exposing the fact that all Starbucks locations, at least in the U.S., have banned access to the Iranian state-controlled news service Press TV. In the video, I discussed the fact that you could access the most vile porn in the world. Live cam shows of girls masturbating, guys masturbating, people having live sex. You can access recorded videos of porn, live porn. You can access media outlets from China, from Russia, from every other site that I checked. I tried to find the most outrageous websites to see if Starbucks had them blocked. And the only website I saw blocked was Press TV. I tried this in various locations. I posted this on my site asking people to check their local Starbucks to see if they could access Press TV. And in every case, every individual who checked sent me an email telling me that they could not access Press TV. Now, Starbucks has since come back and talked about how, in reference to this, they said, well, we don't block any sites. This could be through something through AT&T because they use AT&T. That's bullshit. That's completely untrue. So the amazing thing is not only has Mr. Schultz, Zionist Jew, who of course supports the apartheid in Palestine, not only does he ban access to Press TV and Starbucks, of course you can watch your favorite porn, but he also has refused to talk about it. He doesn't even acknowledge banning Press TV. Now, since this video, the first video on Press TV Starbucks was made, I have severed my ties, although unofficially. I haven't officially come to Press TV and said, hey, I'm not going to provide you with any more interviews or any of my content, any of my articles. But I have nonetheless unofficially severed my ties with Press TV for a variety of reasons. One reason is because Press TV has just gotten out of hand. They basically interview a bunch of morons. They're interviewing too many people that are not qualified. Any chump who opens their mouth, Press TV is interviewing. I'm not going to be associated with that type of garbage. Let it be known, folks, if you want to interview me, you'd better not be interviewing or negotiating or collaborating with morons, with charlatans, with idiots. Because I'm not a PR whore. I don't make money on PR, unlike the vast majority of so-called experts and almost every single so-called expert who's in the media. They care about PR. It's all about getting their voice heard anywhere they can. I have an image to maintain. If they're interviewing clowns like Max Kaiser and Gerald Celente and so forth, they're not ever going to have a chance of airing my content. I'm not going to go on because it's a reflection of me. The apple never falls far from the tree. Now, specifically, and I haven't talked about this yet I kept seeing more and more of these numbskull, borderline, mentally ill, low IQ, conspiratorial, controlled opposition clowns from Veterans Today. That's correct, Veterans Today. Now, some of you may know that I have previously posted articles on Veterans Today, but if you look at the archives, you'll see I haven't posted anything in a couple of years. And I'm going to do a video specifically on this issue, but I wanted to mention just very briefly, I don't deal with Veterans Today anymore, and the bottom line is they censored me. Veterans Today censored me, Mike Stathis. They kept hiding my articles, and I have an idea who did so specifically. I'll get into that in another video. Why would a website that claims to expose the truth about Israel and Zionism and Jews, why would they censor me, right? Well, if you look at the content, 80 to 90% of it is bullshit on that website. I started noticing a bunch of bullshit from that website. And quite frankly, the censorship came at a pretty good time because I was not going to be dealing with that website in the future anyway. Once I realized it was loaded with morons, with liars and idiots. That's what Veterans Today consists of. There's maybe, out of the 200 or 300 authors that write on that site, there's maybe 1 or 2 that I would even bother to read. And I think that they have since stopped publishing on that site as well. I'll get into all the tactics used by Veterans Today to mislead and to hide things from their audience and to continue to serve as a portal of controlled opposition at some other time. But I just wanted to mention that. Anyway, so this all came about with me talking about Starbucks and Press TV. I don't have anything against Press TV, but they need to wake up. They need to wake up and stop interviewing clowns because they really have lost a lot of credibility. Getting back to Oprah, we've got Starbucks, which is so pro-Israel, so Zionist, and now they want to team up with Oprah. Oprah is the biggest piece of shit, arguably, in the media. I'm not talking about the producers and the editors and the executives. She's one of the biggest pieces of trash. I'll get into that in a second. But let's go ahead and see this little bullshit meeting here. And obviously Starbucks is hurting. This is why they want to team up with Oprah. Folks, you need to let companies know that there is a downside to teaming up, to endorsing, to airing charlatans. In other words, every company out there thinks that they can use individuals as endorsements of their products, like, for instance, Pro Flowers, I think it is, or 1-800-Flowers, one of those two. They often go to these neocon talking morons, right, like Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity and Mark Levine. And if you listen to their show, they say, well, enter in this code and you can get a discount, right? They're thinking that the only people that listen to them are the ones that like them. Well, you know what? That's not true. If you run across a company that has aligned themselves with some moron or some individual that is full of shit, you need to call the company that's advertising and aligning themselves with them, and you need to say, hey, I'm not going to use your product. I'm going to ban your product because you're associating with Rush Limbaugh. You think that there's no downside to associating with these guys? Same thing with Starbucks. I want you to ban Starbucks. Ban Starbucks. They are with Oprah now. Oprah is the devil. She's a piece of shit. Now, let's go ahead and listen to this video. We'll get back to Oprah, the piece of garbage, in a second.
We decided that we would search the world for a partner who authentically loved tea, a partner whose level of trust in the world is second to none, and a partner who shares our commitment to giving back in the sense of humanity. Please welcome Oprah Winfrey.
Okay. Looks like a Joel Osteen service, doesn't it? So he's saying that Oprah is trusted and she gives back to the community.
A partner whose level of trust in the world is second to none, and a partner who shares our commitment to giving back in the sense of humanity.
Okay, so he's saying that everyone in the world trusts Oprah. Oh, really? Well, I don't know. I can't speak for the population of the world. I can just tell you the facts. And the facts are that Oprah has been responsible single-handedly for pumping out more charlatans than any other individual in the media that I know of. Let's get to the second statement he made. She shares in the commitment to giving back to the community, or whatever the wording was. Giving back, huh? She's launched the careers of the following individuals. Robert Kiyosaki. Do I need to say any more? Robert Kiyosaki, Mr. Multi-Level Marketing himself, right?
He teaches people to become millionaires. Today, hear his money-making secrets. Robert Kiyosaki teaches people to be millionaires. His book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, has been on the New York Times business bestseller list for 8 months, and his unique advice may change the way you look at your money. This is a really important show. If you like money, if you need money, if you'd like to have some money, this is a show for you. Take a look.
I also invest in stocks as well as real estate. I was able to retire at the age of 47. Today I teach other people how to build businesses or to be investors.
Coming to a town near you.
I think you guys are here because you want to be millionaire by next Friday.
We go inside a workshop on how to get rich.
I know my stuff so much that it's scaring the shit out of you guys.
Or is it how to get ripped off?
I'm very angry. I've never seen anything like this.
Did you learn to be rich?
Why does this guy get kicked out?
I paid $500. I'm done.
And the man behind it all?
If you're happy to take their money, you should be happy to answer some of their concerns.
The guru they call Rich Dad.
Well, I don't
That's
mean
not
for you
fair.
to feel
Okay, that's
that you're
not
under
fair.
attack. I'm
No,
just
no,
looking
that's
for
not fair.
answers.
How about James Arthur Ray? Remember him? Did an article on this. James Arthur Ray was another one of these Anthony Robbins, Tony Robbins types of guys, right? One of these motivational guys, right? You can do it. Come to my camp. Pay me $20,000 and I will make you a great business leader. I will get you motivated. And so this is who Oprah launched. And of course, Oprah gets thrown into these books. She pumps all these bullshit books as well.
In this show, this is what I've been trying to do. It is the secret to creating the life you truly want. Make more money, lose weight, fall in love, land your dream job. Isn't that amazing? This is life-changing.
I'm ready for that, yeah.
Okay, now the choir's going. Jump in, anybody. Find out the secret and see why people everywhere are talking about it. When I heard that for the first time, my eyes watered. Next. James Arthur Ray grew up as an insecure and awkward teen. In his 20s, weightlifting helped this self-described geek gain confidence. James says surviving a near-fatal motorcycle crash and almost going bankrupt forced him to focus on the life he truly wanted. Now he runs a multi-million-dollar corporation dedicated to teaching people how to create wealth in all areas of their lives.
Feeling.
You know, there's one more piece to that. Jack's absolutely correct. I call it going 3 for 3. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions all have to be firing simultaneously in the same direction. If you look at anybody who's not achieving what they desire and deserve in their life, you'll notice that one of those 3 is missing.
911, where is your emergency?
13850, Angel Valley Road.
Okay, what's the problem?
2 people aren't breathing. With no pulse. Yes.
Okay, is this result of a shooting or something?
No, it was a sweat lodge.
A sweat lodge?
Yes.
Okay.
An Arizona resort has become a crime scene after 2 people died inside a crudely constructed sweat lodge, and several more were sickened. Dozens had flocked to the Angel Valley Retreat Center for a spiritual event that promise to absolutely change your life.
James Shore of Milwaukee and Kirby Brown of New York died after participating in a cleansing ceremony inside this crudely built hut.
The cause of death for the third person who died after attending the October ceremony was multi-system organ failure.
The event was hosted by self-help expert James Ray, and investigators are looking into whether criminal negligence played a role in the deaths. Ray has refused to speak with authorities and has left the state.
She and her friends were enamored of The Secret, and they were also big followers of Oprah.
It is the secret to creating the life you truly want. Make more money, lose weight, fall in love, land your dream job. My guests today believe that once you discover the secret, that you can immediately start creating the life you want.
So when Oprah had James Ray on her show, I think Kirby felt very comfortable that this guy had a lot to offer and a lot to say and a lot to teach.
Your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions all have to be firing simultaneously in the same direction. If you look at anybody who's not achieving what they...
She gave him everything she had, everything. There was hardly anything left in her bank account. All of her money, all of her trust, and ultimately her life. He took it all.
Folks, let me make myself clear about Oprah. If you listen to Oprah, if you're sucked into the Oprah vacuum of bullshit, you're a fucking idiot. Okay? Oprah does not give back to anybody. Let me explain something. Every year, I don't know if she has her stupid TV show still, but Oprah has some like Christmas thing, right? Where she gives away a few gifts to the audience, right? And the audience goes crazy as if she's donating a liver to every person in the audience who happens to be chronically afflicted with cirrhosis or liver cancer, right?
It's a long hour, so hold on to yourself. Okay, so let me say, welcome to Santa's Workshop. Today I'm sharing some of my all-time favorite...
She makes it as if she's giving that away out of her own pocket. She's not giving any of that shit away. That stuff comes from the corporations. That's free PR. You understand, folks? Each item that Oprah gives away, that's a free advertisement for that company. As a matter of fact, I'm willing to bet that the companies have to pay. They have to pay Oprah or the network for the right to give away products. That's how Oprah gives back to the community? Please. She's a fraud. She's a piece of garbage. Anyway, Oprah is a disaster. Folks, you need to start using your head. Stop accepting what's put in front of your face. You need to look closely at these people and see what they have done. You need to start using your memory. Stop allowing yourself to have a memory that lasts 24 to 48 hours. You need to go back and look at these people. What have they done, good and bad? And I'm telling you right now, every single person who has exposure is a piece of trash. They are your enemy. You need to understand that. If they have exposure, it is for a very good reason. And the reason is they want to exploit you. It's all about the media entertainment complex using bullshit content that's designed to make you think it's valuable or to suck you in some way, and to leverage that with advertising revenues. That's the reality. That's what our professional sporting industry has come to. Look at the professional athletes of today. Most of them aren't even real athletes. They're talking heads for corporations, which is why I don't watch professional sports anymore. And I haven't for quite some time. Same thing with these pop stars. This is why Britney Spears and all these other clowns, these low talent clowns, were made into big stars. Once they hook you onto them, then the corporations go to them, get them to endorse their products, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, McDonald's, and so forth. This is the game, folks. And this is why you're wasting your money buying all these consumer items, durables, non-durables, that you don't need. They're keeping you spending your money. And this is why you don't have money. This is why you're in debt. This is why you're not going to be able to retire, because you're not a good consumer. You're not a frugal consumer. You're not a wise consumer. You've allowed yourself to become completely controlled by the Jewish-run media entertainment complex. And Starbucks is part of that now. I want to encourage you all to ban Starbucks. I want to encourage you all to make signs and make videos walking in Starbucks or the outside of Starbucks with a sign that you're banning Starbucks because of its association with Oprah, because of its censorship or banning of Press TV. You need to let these companies know they can't do whatever they want. They can't endorse and sponsor and partner up with con artists. You need to let them know. Ban them. Take control. Stop being a slave. And by the way, I don't want any of you to use this argument, this critique, this analysis as a way to support the alternative media, you know, the Alex Jones types. These guys are worse. The types of charlatans and scam artists that guys like Alex Jones and George Norrie and Jeff Rense and all these other clowns promote, they're worse than the Oprahs. They're worse than the Starbucks. And that is a fact. They have exposure, right? Remember the rule. Those who have mass exposure are your enemy. The alternative media is a remanufactured rendition of the mainstream media. It's the same shit with the twist. Always remember that. Always remember that. Advertisement-based content is always going to screw you. Never forget that, ever.